Can you explain to me, and indeed to Joshua Rosenberg, the legal commentator, how you can break an international agreement, the arrangement that we have with the European Union, in the form of the protocol, and it not be a breach of international law?
Well, look, obviously, when the bill is introduced, we'll set out the legal, basis for that, and the Attorney General has been involved closely with this and has given her advice on it.
Well, imagine the shock when they find out international treaty obligations cannot simply be set aside as a matter of international law by national parliaments unilaterally. It's a very basic rule of international law. Don't just take my word for it. Here's the Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties. Every treaty in force is binding upon the parties to it and must be performed by them in good faith. A party may not invoke the provisions of its internal law as justification for its failure to perform a treaty. International law is law. As such, it's binding between the contracting parties independently of the content of domestic law. An Act of Parliament which breaches an international treaty might be valid national law, but it would still mean the UK was in breach of the treaty at international level. Get it? Domestic legislation cannot unilaterally alter the binding nature of international law. So when the government says this
is absolutely within the law.
Brandon Lewis is talking through his hat.
And remember, Johnson's slippery, truth-twisting government already has form on telling us legislation doesn't break international law and then being forced to admit it does. Remember the Internal Market Bill.
The Internal Market Bill breaks international law. That's the discussion that's carrying on at the moment. You're shaking your head.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I would say to my honourable friend that yes, this does break international law in a very specific and limited way.